Hey, so today we're going to be touring Opsette Docs, which is built on or built using BlockNote editor. It's an open source rich text editor that brings Notion style blocks editing to React apps, which Opsette is. So let's take a look at how we implemented it and how we are using it to support small businesses. So I'm going to go over to our app store here in the sidebar and click on Docs, and this is our Docs showcase. So here's a tour. We're always going to have, or we're usually, I'll say, have our header following us throughout our app once we're authenticated, once we're logged in. So everything is here at the top. Here we have a menu drop down where you can create a new doc or choose from template. I'm going to do that in just a minute. In our header, we have a quick way to get to our docs landing page, and you can see I have 19 docs so far. You can see some of my docs. The recent row here is going to show or grid is going to show any docs that have been updated recently and just continue to update. Our signing request is a pretty cool feature that we are still developing, but I think that a lot of people might find handy. And then we have our templates carousel here that shows you some system templates that we thought might be useful. Okay, now if I wanted to create a new doc, obviously I would go into create new, but let's look at what templates we have. So here are our suggested templates. These are the same templates that we see in the carousel below. Organization means that when you create a template, you can actually indicate whether or not that template should be shared with the organization or not. And then when you create a template, you can actually see the templates here. So you can click on a template and then create from new, and then save that template as a brand new doc itself, and then just continue to repurpose these. As you can see, I have some specific to my business, debuilt. I'm going to include a link inside of the video description in case you'd like to reach out about consulting and looking at your business systems. But you can create any template that you'd like. And let me show you the actual editor. Let's go into this document. This is something that I would be sharing with any new users who come in to use our app. Just says welcome to Opsette. So let me show you some of the cool features. So this is an alert block. As you can see here, you have an icon selector, so you can choose a different icon if you like. I think I like the one here that's celebrating, but let's say I wanted to add some sparkles. Every time you make an update to the doc, you're going to want to save. We don't have auto saves turned on, but that may be something that we implement in the future. Okay, you have the doc title, not to be confused with the content header. Okay, and then you have different heading settings. If you click on the side menu button here, then you see that you can convert to a different style. So if I wanted to make this heading 3 into a heading 2, then I can just choose that. So now it's bigger. I'm going to go ahead and put it back to heading 3, and I won't save it, so it's not going to affect anything here. You see that we have bullet options, you have numbered list and checklist, and then we also support /command. So this is BlockNote editor. Everything you get in their open source package. You could add tables with editable fields, with actual header rows and columns. You can add images and videos and toggles. And then some custom blocks that we implemented were signature field, page break, and then company logo. The company logo is stored inside of the company profile settings, which I'll make another video, or I'll make a video on later. I'm just going to give you a preview of the signature field. So if you wanted to send the doc to a client or someone to sign, then you would select the signature field. I'm going to leave that there for now. So inside of our doc menu, you can control the page width. You can make it wider, more narrow, or standard. You can view version history here. Don't mind the mess. Don't mind the mess, we're still in development, but basically you can view changes and look at this blob. Let's see. You can share with other users in your organization, or you can share with everyone in your organization. So you can share with an individual, give them view or edit access to the doc. You can save the doc as a template, choose the name, choose to share it with your organization. And you can also send for signature, and here's the modal that looks at the client field that I put down there, and then you can select the recipient if you'd like. insert the signer's name and email address, a message, choose whether or not it expires, and choose to password protect the document. The user would receive notification of the signature needed. They would have a signing page. You might provide them with the password so that it can be, fully authenticated. Once they submit their signature on the doc, you would be able to come into your signing request page here, and you'd be able to view any docs that need your signature. You would see a status awaiting sender if you need your signature on it. If you just need the client signature or just a signal signature, then that would be fine. And then here you can see some stats on the signing request that you have sent so far. You can preview, download, and view details, which is basically the metadata of the document that was sent for signing. So that basically sums up our docs and how we modified the docs to support businesses. You can make SOPs, you can collaborate on docs, share them with other users, or share them with your teams. You can create your own templates, use some of our built-in templates, and then send docs for signing rather than subscribing to a higher Google Workspace plan. I know that was the reason that I decided to implement the signature field, because I didn't want to upgrade my Google Workspace from starter to standard for double the price, and I didn't want to subscribe to DocuSign. So our signing request system, it does abide with the eSign Act. You want to look into that, and also you want to consider the use cases for using the signing docs. In some cases, DocuSign might be better for you, but for small business to small business or small business to customer, in a lot of cases, these function well as kind of like handshake agreements with snapshotting the clients or signers IP address, and just kind of like keeping documentation inside of your app where you are running your business. So hopefully this looks like it's something that could be useful for you. Again, we're still putting the polish on everything. We are in development and we are accepting beta applications. Feel free to reach out. I'm going to drop a link to our beta application, and you can also email me at ruthnie@dbuild.co if you have any questions or would like to possibly skip the line and join us for beta. Thank you for watching.